My dear Libra, how are you guys doing? I really hope that this reading finds you well. Welcome to your mid-February 2019 readings. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Anisa. And for those of you who have been here a long time, welcome back. As usual, this is going to be your relationship spread, meaning that you could always apply this with anyone in your life. It could be with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, exes, crushes, fiance, family members, anyone. I am basically just going to be picking up your relationship energy in general, all right? And don't forget to also check your sun, moon, or Venus sign, because I tend to realize that with my readings, I resonate much more with my Venus sign rather than my sun sign. Right, so your overall energy for the now, you have the Death card, Two of Cups, Seven of Swords in reverse, and you also have the Hangman. Challenges, you have Strength card and King of Swords in reverse. Past, you have the Five of Swords. So in the past, you were dealing with a quite harsh energy here, who basically is very masculine, and it's not really gender specific, but it's just that out of their masculine energy because they want something really badly, or because it's their ego or their pride, or they're feeling very protective with their feelings. They have this Five of Swords attitude, so it's a really harsh energy coming from them. And then the High Priestess. So if you're dealing with one person, this person was kind of like being harsh to you and probably distancing themselves away from you. And the reason for that being is because this person is yearning basically to be in the gray area. So that person is not in the emotions of extremely loving you or extremely hating you or extremely stressing over you and stuff like that. This person actually wanted a bit of a peace of mind. Yeah, this person actually kind of like this connection that you have towards this person is really strong, because the bond is also really strong. It's either you like the physical aspect of them or they like the physical aspect of them, and that physical aspect is something that makes you both stay. So it's either the sex was really good, or you just like the cuddling part, or you just like how they look, you just like how they smell, but there's something about it that makes you kind of like bond towards one another. And I felt like in the past, when this person was really harsh to you, you were mourning over it here with the Ten of Swords, and when they were distancing themselves away from the situations, you lost creative ideas about how to make this relationship work. Okay, these Five of Swords energy might be stemming from the challenges here that you have, which is the King of Swords in reverse. The King of Swords in reverse is somebody who has like a really great assumption when it comes to you. The type of person who every tiny bit of mistakes that you did in the past, they write it down in their note or in their notebook, and then they're focusing so much on a negative energy instead of, you know, remembering the sweet memories of the past and stuff like that. They're focusing so much on those negative energy, and they're starting to have like assumptions about you, and therefore they were being quite harsh with you here, because the King of Swords is somebody who doesn't really say it out loud every time there is a problem that erupts in the first place. So for instance, if you're disappointing them now, like they would try to exercise their patience and not saying what bothers them out loud. But then like 1 month later, when they cannot take it any longer, all of the problems that you've been facing for 1 month, then it erupts. So it's a pretty volcanic type of situations. 5 kartu masa sekarang. Let's see what's happening in the now though. So this person right now is isolating themselves away from the situations, not even from you, you know what I mean? Like they're also isolating themselves from their friends, isolating themselves from their family. Because they're yearning for answers. They're looking for either closure, or they're just wanting to just get to know themselves better. They're now in the midst of healing. If you were to ask them something or make them to do a decisions, I feel like they're not able to do it in the now, because they are the Two of Swords here. But the best part about it is that with the Hermit card, meaning that this person has the ability to actually look within in the now. It's a different energy than what you were dealing with in the past, because the King of Swords in reverse especially is not somebody who can handle criticism well, whereas this person right now is much more open to criticism. So it's like, oh, okay, so I did this mistake in the past and I owned it, you know what I mean? But they're in that process of contemplating, they're in process of processing all of their thoughts and their emotions. So that's why they're isolating themselves now. There is no decision as of yet from their side. Let's see from your side. Okay, you are, however, a bit different when it comes to them, you know, because you're still remembering the memories of the past. Again, as I said, because the bond was really, really strong, you know what I mean? Especially with the Six of Cups, I feel like there's a lot of things that there's a familiarity feels attached to it. You felt really, really get home when it comes to them. When things were great, this person made you feel your inner child happy. And you kind of like miss that moment, you know what I mean? And I feel like because they are taking quite shelters from you now with the Seven of Wands, you do a bit have a tendency to stalk them or find out what is going on with them and stuff like that. You probably is, having a bit of stalking their exes as well, for a few Libras out there. But yeah, actually what they're doing in the now though is just they need to learn themselves more. They need to contemplate and process all of these things first before even doing anything to you. 5 kartu masa depan. Okay, Six of Pentacles, beautiful. All right, Justice card, King of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, it's beautiful. 3 Pentacles, Queen of Swords, 8 of Cups. So this person do have a bit of fear of abandonment, you know what I mean? And it's something that haunt them really because it stems from their subconscious. So this person does have a fear of abandonment. They fear of betrayal and stuff like that. That's why they have the tendency to be assuming things a lot with the Queen of Swords in reverse in here. Every time there's something here that triggers their shadow side or their insecurities, it just makes them to be the Queen of Swords in reverse or somebody who just shuts down their emotions completely and depending solely on their mental thoughts. And their mental thoughts is not really a good place, especially if their insecurities is being triggered. But I feel like in the future though, this person is going to open up more about you. So you have the Six of Pentacles, all right, and you also have the Justice card. So there is going to be an equal give and take again. All right, but they're doing a bit of a tiptoeing because they have the Justice card in here. But I don't see this Justice card as something that resentment or vengeful, you know what I mean? So I don't feel like this person wants to do anything bad or wanted to prevent you in the future. No, because I think they find the answers eventually. Like they're now, like just let them be for the meantime because they just need to regroup themselves. Because I know that Libra do have the needs to regroup yourselves too, right? So it's similar to that. And this person has to work on their fear of abandonment and fear of betrayal because just a little bit of a trigger that you do or an information that they heard, or it's just like you guys posing with somebody like that they see as a threat of the relationship, it just triggers that insecurity. So it's a bit of over possessiveness and jealousy as well. I mean, jealousy in a healthy way is fine, but if little things just trigger something and then they became completely irrational and illogical in the way that they treat you, it's not really healthy as well, right? And I feel like you're going to have like a relationship here that is much more dependable and trustworthy. So you're rebuilding trust again. You have the Three of Pentacles in here. So we see like a lot of reconciliations and also collaborations going on between the two people. What is going on if you are dealing with two people? So person A is the person who had a really, really, I think even if you're dealing with two people, you're focusing so much on somebody who had a really, really harsh energy towards you here because, I mean, in the past, this person B who has the High Priestess, this person was either highly spiritual or they're so much of a goody-goody. They're kind of like quite neutral. And with them, you don't really feel that connection, you know what I mean? And you don't really see how this relationship is going to grow. In the now, though, this person is still being a bit indecisive towards you. And then you're starting to find out like a lot of similarities that you share with them a lot. This is person B, the other person, not the past person. and then in the future this person is going to be justice, or they're going to be reconsidering a relationship with you in which you're going to kind of like work it out too. But I feel like in the future you guys are going to be much more excited with the comeback of the past person here with the Six of Pentacles, because it's like now your fire is like a little bit, and when they're starting to give you that equal give and take that you've been yearning for in the now, it's like your fire is like, you know what I mean? Yeah, so it's actually looking good, Libra. Saya mau tahu perasaan si orang masalah ini si Libra itu gimana sih? Yeah, so I was asking how do they actually feel towards you, and they have the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles, as you can see, this person right over here is actually eyeing the Pentacles really, really closely. So right now, basically all they do is isolating themselves. They want to ask themselves what is it that they want and everything like that, and they are kind of like calculating you. So they're taking a zoom out focus on you so that they can see from top to bottom, from the beginning to the end, what went wrong and how much did you contribute to the mistakes and how much they contribute to the mistakes. So there's like a lot of self-contemplating moment in here. It's good, actually. All right, so I think that's it for my reading for you, Libra. I really hope that you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in next week for your weekly. Bye-bye.